Hello everybody! In this special occasion, we will learn about degree of comparison. So the objectives of this study that you will be able to compare two or more things, person, or place to denote different level of them. Before starting our lesson today, I think I have to recall our previous study about the differences between adjectives and adverbs. For example, you use angry for the adjectives and angrily for the adverbs. And maybe you want to use superlative degree, you can use angriest as the adjectives and most angrily as adverbs. So let's go. Number 1 is positive degree. Positive degree is a term that relates to adjective and adverbs. An adjective or adverb that does not make a comparison is said to be in the positive degree. The formula is subject plus verb plus s plus adjective or adverb plus s and plus noun or pronoun. So the key term is s plus adjective or adverb plus s. Jadi kata kuncinya adalah s tambah adjective adverb ditambah s. Itu menunjukkan positive degree. For example, Tina is 20 years old and Sam is also 21. So when we want to make a positive degree, it will be Tina is as old as Sam is. Bisa ditambahkan is, bisa tidak. Jadi kuncinya adalah as old as adjective as. We also can use the adverb. For example, Mike came as quickly as he could. So quickly is an adverb that modified came as a verb. Jadi boleh ya pakai adverb, kuncinya tetap as, adverb as. It can be in negative form. You only have to put not before as. So the form is not as blank as. Jadi blanknya tadi itu boleh adjective atau adverb. So quiet and nearly are often used with the negative. For example, not quiet as blank blank as. It means a small difference. Artinya perbedaannya tidak terlalu jauh seperti itu ya. And not nearly as blank as, itu artinya big difference antara dua benda yang sedang dibandingkan. For example, Ted is 20 and Tina is 21. So Ted is not as old as Tina, or Ted isn't quite as old as Tina. Okay, the last example, Ami is 5. She isn't nearly as old as Tina. We use nearly because there is a big difference between Ami's age with Tina. Number 2 is comparative degree. Comparative degree is used to compare differences between the two objects they modify. The example larger, smaller, faster, higher. They are used in sentences where two nouns are compared in this pattern. Okay, let's see the formula. Subject plus verb plus comparative adjective or adverb plus then and noun as the object. So comparative adjective or adverb means adjective or adverb plus er or more plus adjective or adverb. So the differences between using er and more is in the syllable of the adjectives or adverbs. I will explain about this later. Okay, let's see the example. Number 1, my house is larger than hers. So larger is the comparative adjective, large plus er. Then the second one, this book is smaller than the one I lost. And the third, he speaks English more fluently than Chandra does. Fluently use more because it consists of two syllables. Meanwhile, large and small is only consists of one syllable. That's why they are using er. but I will explain about this syllable later. Okay, so keep going. Okay, to make it clear, I will explain it again in bahasa. Jadi comparative degree ini membandingkan dua benda ya, seperti itu. Dan di sini penggunaannya pakai IR seperti large itu karena dia satu syllable kan, large, small, satu syllable, makanya pakai IR. Kalau tadi yang more fluently itu kalau fluently gitu kan, itu ada dua syllable, dia menggunakan more, dan berarti dia bisa menggunakan adjective ataupun adverb. Sementara tadi kita review lagi ya bagian yang positive degree. Kuncinya adalah yang saya beri warna merah, S plus adjective adverb plus S, begitu ya. Nah, sementara untuk comparative degree kuncinya adalah comparative adjective atau adverb itu plus than. Itu kuncinya yang pokoknya yang saya kasih warna merah itu adalah keywordsnya, oke? Okay, let's talk about the next degree of comparisons. It is superlative degree. Superlative adjectives or degree are used to describe an object which is at the upper or lower limit of a quality. For example, the tallest, the smallest, the fastest, the highest. They are used in sentences where a subject is compared to a group of objects. Jadi intinya satu untuk dibandingkan kepada satu grup seperti itu. Atau in the other words, ini untuk menunjukkan yang paling seperti itu ya, tingkat paling. Artinya satu benda atau satu orang dibandingkan dengan seluruh grup atau seluruh orang yang ada. Okay, let's see the formula. Subject plus verb plus D plus superlative adjective or adverb plus noun as object. Jadi superlative adjective atau adverb itu maksudnya artikel the tadi ya, ditambah adjective atau adverb plus ist, atau the most plus adjective or adverb. Jadi penggunaannya sama, ist itu tuh tergantung syllable ya, sama the most, nanti akan saya jelaskan setelah ini. Okay, let's see the examples. Number 1, my house is the largest one in our neighborhood. Berarti rumah dia yang satu dibandingkan dengan banyak rumah yang ada di komplek dia, seperti itu. Jadi ada artikel the dengan large ditambah ist begitu ya, karena large itu kan satu syllable. Kemudian bisa juga this is the smallest box I've ever seen. Itu kan small juga satu syllable ya, pakainya ist. Kemudian she is the most diligent student in the class. So we use the most karena diligent itu diligent, ada 3 syllable di situ. Nanti saya akan jelaskan setelah ini detailnya ya. Nah, jadi kuncinya kalau superlative degree ada artikel the. Oke? Oke lagi. Oke. Jadi aneh. Oke, jadi artikel the itu ditambah superlative adjective atau adverbnya, bisa pakai ist, bisa pakai the most. Okay. Alright, this is the example of one syllable adjective such as tall. Jadinya kalau komparatif taller tambah ir ya. Kalau superlatifnya berarti tallest. Ingat kalau dia komparatif berarti pakai than, kalau dia superlatif pakai artikel the depannya ya. Nah, lalu kemudian ada fat, jadinya fatter, fattest. Big, bigger, biggest. Sad, sadder, saddest. Itu adalah bentuk dari one syllable adjectives. Okay, let's see the 2 syllables adjectives examples. Ada happy, happy. Then ada simple, simple kan simple, happy, busy, tilted, tangled. Okay, they are consist of 2 syllables. Adjective with 2 syllables can form the comparative either by adding er or by preceding the adjective with more. And these adjectives form the superlative either by adding est or by preceding the adjective with most. Jadi kan kalau dia komparatif pakainya ir tadi, kalau superlatif est, kalau bisa juga dia pakai more dengan most tadi ya. So in many cases, both forms are used. Bisa dipakai dua-duanya. Although one usage will be more common than the other. If you are not sure whether 2-syllable adjective can take a comparative or superlative ending, play it safe and use more and most instead. So for adjectives ending in y, change the y to an e before adding the ending. For example, happy kan. Happy kan di akhirnya tuh di endingnya y ya, y. Kemudian saat dia menjadi komparatif, jadinya happy-nya sama I atau i. jadinya happier. Dan juga begitu halnya dengan happiest, seperti itu ya. Jadi kalau ada endingnya pakai y, ganti dengan i jika kamu ingin mengubahnya dalam bentuk komparatif or superlatif. Okay, next one, 3 or more syllables. Adjectives with 3 or more syllables form the comparative by putting more in front of the adjective and the superlative by putting most in front. For example, important, ada 3 syllables ya. Komparatifnya jadi more important dan superlatifnya jadi most important. Oh ya, kalau ingin buat kalimat jangan lupa pakai artikel the ya, depan the most-nya itu. Kemudian expensive juga expensive, comparative more expensive, and superlative the most expensive. Okay, this is the regular comparatives and superlatives. So in the table, these very common adjectives have completely irregular comparative and superlative forms. For example, good jadinya bukan gooder tapi jadinya better untuk komparatif dan best untuk superlatifnya. Begitu juga dengan bad, ada worst, little, less, least, much, more, most, and far bisa farther, farthest, dan farthest. Oh ya, irregular artinya tidak beraturan ya, rekan-rekan. Berarti di sini dia tidak beraturan, bentuknya berubah seperti itu. Okay, last but not least, there is double comparative degree. So double comparatives are phrases commonly used in English to express increasing or decreasing returns. Double comparatives are often employed to underline the importance of doing or not doing a certain activity. Kalau semakin rajin belajar, semakin banyak kita yang kita pelajari atau semakin pintarlah kita. Seperti contoh nomor 1. The more you study, the more you learn. Di sini lebih ke sebab akibat ya, seperti itu. Kemudian contoh kedua, the more time you take, the better the assignment you're turn in. The better itu tadi termasuk dalam irregular, better itu irregular adjective ya. Kemudian the less money I spend, the less I have to worry about saving. Jadi kuncinya di sana adalah artikel the ditambah komparatif, ditambah subject verb, tambah artikel the dan komparatif lagi, ditambah subject, ditambah verb. Artinya intinya adalah artikel the dan komparatif. Untuk komparatif sendiri saya ingatkan kembali, itu bisa menggunakan IR, tergantung syllable-nya ya, bisa menggunakan more. Seperti yang saya jelaskan pada bagian sebelumnya tentang syllable. Okay then, let's come to the activity. Gampang sekali activity-nya. Write down one example of each degree of comparison in the comment section. It means only 4 number. First one positive degree, next one comparative degree, superlative and double comparative. Wow! Okay, that's all for the degree of comparisons explanations. I hope it can help you to understand more about the degree of comparison. See you on the next video. Bye!